Greetings and a very warm welcome to Kashmir University's weekly video magazine Quest. This week's Quest highlights. Week-long program at KU to celebrate Youth Day concludes. SRC organizes workshop on management of accounts. And German MP visits EMMRC. Now the details of these events with me, your host today, Muhammad Fahimul Islam. Dear viewers, Department of Students Welfare in collaboration with J&K State AIDS Prevention and Control Society organized week-long Youth Day celebrations. On the occasion, many events were organized. Students from various colleges and universities participated in events that included painting and slogan competition. Also, a blood donation camp was held on the last day. Later, the valedictory function was held in Gandhi Bhavan Auditorium. Dean Students Welfare Professor Nilofer Khan presented the welcome address.
This is a very important, program that Department of Students Welfare organized with the Department of State AIDS and Control. For this, I am very thankful to the project director, Dr. Mohan Singh, who thought of University of Kashmir for collaboration. So we do look forward to have such collaborations in future also. So that we can reach to the masses at large through our colleges and through our PG departments of the university. And from university authorities, I must say that they are always very cooperative, whether it's any function to be organized in collaboration with international agencies or of state. Anything of social importance is importance of this university, and we try to organize these programs. And the theme which was selected for this specific program was mental health. And I think mental health is one of the very important priorities of any personality development of our students.
Speaking on the occasion, Project Director, J&K State AIDS Prevention and Control Society, Dr. Mohan Singh, said that they are focusing on the mental health and well-being of the youth.
The basic focus is on youth and mental health. For example, the youth of today, as Madam has already elaborated, has to be shaped, developed. So we have to see, we have to identify that whether today's youth is suffering from any mental disorder. If today's youth, any of us, is suffering from any mental disorder, we have to identify that youth, we have to track that youth, we have to counsel that youth, we have to treat that youth, we have to support that youth, and ultimately we have to rehabilitate that youth so that we can bring it to the mainstream and that youth can live a holistic life. As all of us know that health is physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being. So we don't have to focus only on the physical well-being of a youth. We have to focus on health as holistically. So keeping this as a focus, all these activities are being organized.
Vice Chancellor Professor A.M. Shah stressed the need to engage youth and society in such events.
Apart from teaching and research, one of the important activities of the university is how we are going to connect this university with the society, which we call as social engagement. Social engagement means thereby we understand what exactly the challenges are faced not only by the youth but all those people who are connected with in the development activities which are connected to the youth. Many organizations, many societies, many NGOs and many education institutions are having the programs, and these programs are simply directly or indirectly linked with the development of the youth or education of the youth. But what is more important, which I believe, is that how university is going to come forward and provide a leadership in these programs. So I am grateful to Dr. Nilofer Khan that she has been taking a leadership role in these activities. We are also grateful to Dr. Mohan Singh ji that he has in fact desired to coordinate with the University of Kashmir.
Professor Shah told participants that besides taking part in such programs, they should develop intellectual faculty and strive for that.
It has been a humble effort at our level, as well as we are trying our level best how we can go for other activities than academics. Because one of the basic missions of the university is that how we can think in terms of mental health of the students. Because if we are not able to do that, because what exactly is the basic purpose of education, we may not be able to achieve. Basic purpose, we talk about enlightenment. Basic purpose, we talk about how we can go for intellectual development of the students. University, or for that matter any education institution, is not only we are thinking about that we are going and just going for a degree, somebody is doing BSc, somebody is doing BA, or somebody is doing post-graduation. That's required. And then we are thinking exclusively that we should get a job and settle somewhere. But apart from that, the basic purpose of education is how we educate our youth properly, how we make them to learn the realities of the life, how we are going them to make understand what challenges we are going to face in future.
Vice Chancellor advised organizers that there is a need of involving students from school level so that they are conditioned towards awareness programs.
What exactly is taught in the schools, or what exactly then once they come to the university, there is a gap. Sometimes I have seen some courses in the colleges or in the university, there is no connection. What exactly we are believing that we will try our level best to connect with the school education. In the colleges we are already connected, but we will try our level best to connect with the school education as well, because what kind of education or what kind of activities are required to be done there, we may be an authority, will be suggesting that. We will be focusing on that as well, so that there is a connection between the lower education as well as the higher education. So whatever exactly is required to be done, we will be designing a strategic plan for the education sector wherever it is required. A lot of things are coming for the universities under RUSA. A lot of funding is coming for going some activities at the college level, at the school level, schemes are already there. At the university level, also these schemes are now being implemented. I assure you from the university point of view, inshallah we'll be putting a great deal of effort to see to it that all this money or all the activities designed under this program will be utilized in a most effective manner so that ultimately it benefits our students.
Cultural Officer DSW Mr. Shahid Ali Khan conducted the proceedings of the function. Later, awards and certificates were distributed among the participants. Dear viewers, State Resource Center of Kashmir University organized a one-day workshop on management of accounts. The workshop was held in Conference Hall of Center of Central Asian Studies. Director, State Resource Center, Professor M. A. Khuru, while welcoming the guests, expressed unhappiness over the delay in implementing Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan fully in the state.
In the national scenario, our JK state is at the lowest ebb of implementation of this Sakshar Bharat program. It's at the bottom of it. Though in certain states, let us take the example of Kerala, it has a 100% literacy program. It's 100% literate state now. We talk about, I had a program where I attended Maharashtra. There was a lot of clapping by the audience because one of the sitting MLAs of the Vidhan Sabha was a product of adult literacy program. To that level, it has gone in other states. But unfortunately, though, I was told that for this state, 100 crores were sanctioned, but not much has been done.
Project Officer Fozia Ashai briefed participants about the activities of SRC.
Firstly, we have a material production wing which produces material for basic literacy programs, post-literacy programs, teaching learning material and then environment building material, posters, pamphlets, and then capacity building material. When we train certain people, we give them a proper material, background material for reading purposes. And that too is developed by this department. And then vocational courses we are also providing in the field. So we develop vocational primers also. We sponsor and develop awareness campaigns in media. We organize motivational camps, motivational campaigns. We establish and manage library and documentation center in our department. When we publish research studies, newsletter, brochures, and we install hoardings, banners, wall writings related to Sakshar Bharat mission and literacy programs in various regions of the state.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmed Rishi said non-formal education is becoming important, but it needs to incorporate certain changes.
I believe that this concept of non-formal education has to go a sea change, because reason being that the way things are shaping up in the world are so fast changing that those who have very formal degrees also may also have actually to join these non-formal education sessions for upgradation of their skills, training, so on and so forth. Anyway, now I believe that this SRC is a very unique center in the University of Kashmir. Now in that context, I believe the SRC has a larger responsibility. Apart from what Government of India mandates it to do, I believe it has also the responsibility of being associated with the university, of taking the research developments that take place in the university to the common masses as well. There could be a research breakthrough, say in our lab. Through SRC, we could take it to the masses as well, and so that they are able to benefit.
Vice Chancellor Professor A.M. Shah informed the audience that one can negate the fact that university as an institution has an impact factor.
Potential for excellence, I was reading that document. One of the major activities reflected in that is that do we carry out, are we involved with extension activities or not? This I saw as one of the important points there. Means thereby, is university connected to that? The means those are the people who are involved in designing policies for the universities. Why should they say a university that they should get involved in these things where we believe we are imparting education at the higher level? But my dear friends, throughout the world, people believe that university is an institution, it has an impact. Any activity carried out by the university, whether it is monitoring of a program, or it is basically designing a program, or it is simply developing an awareness, university has an impact, university has to do some good things. A great responsibility is on our shoulders that we should start thinking in terms of how we can best utilize these schemes, or how we can maintain, or how we can just take these schemes to the common people.
Professor Shah, while delineating on the theme of the workshop, hoped that it would help in understanding the maintenance of funds.
A lot of funds or a lot of schemes are available at the central level, even at the state level. In certain cases, we are not able to identify them. Or in certain cases, we have identified them and money has been received, but we have not been able to utilize that. In certain cases, we have received money, but we have utilized it, but we have not basically, in fact, prepared the utilization certificate. Means thereby, in all the three cases, we have not been able to perform the activity in an effective manner we are supposed to perform. I believe that in this workshop, all the related activities, because you are the people who are actually at the operating level or at the ground level, who are connected to the people, or who are the people who are going to implement the scheme. Obviously, university has a role as a facilitator, or university has a role as a monitoring agency. So there is a very simple mechanism in maintaining the accounts. Means thereby, we have to understand first of all, what exactly is a set pattern, the funding agency which is giving the money, what are their requirements? If, for example, their requirements are, these are the areas wherein you have to spend the money. Obviously, they must have also highlighted how you can spend the money. How to utilize it. In most of the cases, there is a set procedure or codal procedure followed in such cases.
Program Associate, State Resource Center, Ms. Asmat Nakati conducted the proceedings of the workshop. Dear viewers, recently Germany Member Parliament Mr. Dirk Wies along with embassy team visited Educational Multimedia Research Center. Here he had interaction with the students and faculty of Islamic University of Science and Technology, Central University, Kashmir and Kashmir University. Mr. Dirk is a member of Indo-German Parliamentary Group, and besides that, he is a member of Subcommittee on the United Nations, International Organizations and Globalization Committee on Food and Agriculture, and Committee on Legal Affairs and Consumer Protection. Director EMMRC Dr. Shahid Rasool, while welcoming the guest, presented a brief profile of the center.
My team of professionals from the Educational Multimedia Research Center, faculty as well as the technical crew, who are engaged in packaging knowledge in the form of e-contents and education television programs, and then transmitting them for the students across the country.
Dr. Shahid told German team that the center is presently doing e-content programs that are meant for the students, and many of these are freely available online.
We have been packaging knowledge in various forms, and the lot of reading material is available on the web. But unfortunate part is that we don't benefit from these resources that are available. So what we have done from last year is we are conducting orientation programs in different parts of the valley, like in Ladakh, in Kargil, in Kupwara, distant areas, and tell students and teachers that where this material is and how they can make use of that material for their education, and it's helping a lot.
During the interaction, the students and faculty members asked Mr. Dirk many questions and queries. Mr. Dirk talked about opportunities and scholarships that Germany provides to the students. That's all we have for you in today's program. Log on to emmrckashmir.com to catch all the latest episodes of Quest. As always, do send us your valuable suggestions and feedback at quest@emmrckashmir.com. While I take your leave and say goodbye, here's this week's thought. When all the people in the writing world are dead and gone, the only thing that we will leave behind are our stories. I'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.